Yes, I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show up. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Presley. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 9 now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Detroit.
Let's go now.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Presley. Incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Presley. It's Williams on the catch. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A gain of 3.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
19 Tiger. Go.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Takes it to about the 37. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Presley. Now he'll tuck it. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Mason going to get it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there, 32nd down. The Vikings at 7-2 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need 18 yards here on third down. To the air with McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Jones was automatic to this point of the season, and he can max out 40.
Actually, it is that kicker you can depend on because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Break. 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Presley. It's complete to Williams. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down.
19 target.
At the 37.
Looking to throw. Presley. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
The quarterback is sacked.
Javon Hargrave.
11 yards.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3rd and long.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Get it.
Back to throw. Presley. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the first down.
Cardinal. Here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
Looking to throw. Presley. That is caught by Laporta. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Back to throw. Presley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, man. Go.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. But let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action. Now McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half.
52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Come on, come on.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Vikings.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Number 3, Jordan Addison.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
To the right goes Mason. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team are defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go. What do you want? Go.
On play action, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
Gain of 10 yards.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Down to about the 22 here. Solid running first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly are ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Presley. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good. We're on Lions.
Let's go.
38 yards on
Back to throw. Presley.
Lions.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready? 70,
Back to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 7.
Gibbs. He's going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
13. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Mason. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. An inside give to Jones. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the Lions' 29-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. Wiggles free. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the give, it's Mason. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
And they'll go again with Mason. And he stopped immediately there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
39-yard line.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready? 19, 19,
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Able to find Jones. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Detroit, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody.